Should I do the intro like we used to?
No, we just start.
We just
Let's
start.
go.
Okay.
Cold opens.
Okay. Well, then I have the first controversial thing that I need everyone's opinion on. Okay?
Okay.
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 The first thing we're going to talk about is how you wipe. Okay?
Ooh. Okay, I know where Seth stands on
Who
that.
wants to go first? I think Noah should go first.
Seth stands?
No,
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 no, no, no, no, no, no, no. No. No.
Okay, 100% honesty here.
Wait, doesn't Ryder stand?
Yeah, writer stands.
I don't understand that.
Me neither.
Okay. 100% honesty, go.
So, Noah, tell us how you wipe and then explain why.
Yeah, tell us why you wipe like that.
Okay. Well, this isn't how I wipe, but this is just a wipe related thing that I heard. So someone at lunch yesterday, someone was reading something from Reddit, and it was just a post where this guy was saying that he didn't understand why people looked at the paper after they wiped.
I saw that! What the hell?
What he does every time is he wipes once, puts it in the toilet, and then he leaves, and that's just what he does every
I
time.
saw that too.
No, dude.
And it's
Okay.
just so disgusting.
There's some sort of primordial reason though, for doing that, because then it's like you can make sure that you're healthy, right? Looking at your own poop. I feel like there's no way that there's got to be a reason for it. And I
Yeah.
think it's because
I'm talking about the wipe once part.
oh yeah.
That's the big one.
You have to look every single wipe.
It's so
No, you dodged the
disgusting.
question though. How do you wipe?
How do you wipe?
Okay, I procure some toilet paper,
Uh-huh.
the quantity of which is 2
Yep.
to 3 squares.
Fold.
Well,
Do you
that's
fold?
not-
Do you fold?
I fold
Okay.
that.
Okay.
I fold it. I then will wipe from the back.
Okay.
All right.
From the back to the front.
From from the front
No,
to
he
the back.
goes
not from the
around.
back.
You
He
read
goes
around.
You
around.
go around?
Ooh.
And then I do a couple like that, and then I do the front.
What the
I go
hell?
Oh.
both
You
ways. I
go both
alternate.
ways.
I go both
With only
ways.
2 squares.
And then
With only two
you start with
squares.
3, and then you go to 2. You 3 or 2 depending, and
How
then
many squares
I-
you use in total?
and then I don't know. I don't freaking count. And then I moisten squares in the sink, and then I
Oh
wipe.
my god.
Are you serious?
What?
Yeah.
Do you like
You
poop
don't-
once
listen,
a
you
year
like-
that you have to like treat
He
yourself?
makes wet
No,
wipes.
If you don't use moisture of any kind, you're just leaving some stuff
It's
down
called
there.
taking a shower daily.
You shouldn't. No, well, you shouldn't have to do that and not have shit on you for the
Yeah,
rest
I
of the day.
I don't shower every day.
But, okay, but you don't have to like make it like sterile down there because you're gonna take a shower later the day anyway.
It's
I mean,
not-
sure,
It's
get it
just
all out of there.
Sterile is
Don't- you
down
don't have
the
to- you
freaking
don't-
baby
you don't have to
wipe.
like waddle. You
God.
like waddle over
Oh,
to the
God.
sink and wipe the paper towel.
Why don't you just get some wet wipes or something?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to. Well, because I don't want to have to buy them or find them or I don't know.
Okay.
It's
yeah,
just
that's
easier.
fair.
You don't want to have to forage for wet wipes.
No, I
So
don't
how long
want
have you
to
been
wet
wiping like
wipes.
this?
Well, what part?
The wet part.
The wet part? That's,
The wet part.
that's less than a year old.
Okay.
Okay.
Wait, what? I missed. Never mind. Doesn't matter. Keegan.
My turn?
Yeah, I think you should go.
Okay. So usually I take a clean.
Yep.
Because I clog toilets pretty easily.
Yep, you do. You always clog the toilet.
Yeah.
I actually unclogged the toilet twice in the past month.
Oh dear God.
Yeah.
I have never.
You've never what? You cut out.
I've never clogged.
You cut out.
He's still gone.
I have never clogged my own toilet.
Yes, you have. You clogged it twice this last month. I've unclogged it
Me?
myself. Yeah, I don't know if it was you, but
It
somebody
wasn't
did.
me.
Ew! What
Okay,
the
well-
frick did Annika clog your
It was probably
toilet?
Annika.
I hope it
Either
was.
Annika or Ryder.
That's way funny. Oh, I bet it was Ryder.
Okay.
It wasn't Ryder because it was twice. It was like twice in the same week, and he wasn't even here that week.
I
But I
need
mean,
to
he may have
go
been.
through
We left the door unlocked.
his process because I don't understand how he clogs toilets because I haven't clogged a toilet in like over a year.
I haven't
I
clogged your
don't know
toilet
what on earth he's
in
doing.
years and
I
years.
think I
and
just have
years.
I think
dense.
he throws the rest of the roll in there after he's
Dense,
done.
Keegan.
Who?
Wait.
Wait, who?
So what I do is I will take a crap. When I'm done crapping, I will flush.
Yeah.
I don't wipe the flush.
Okay.
And then I take
Okay.
probably like 10 to 12 squares.
Yeah.
And then I don't fold them or roll them.
Oh my
You
God! This
just
is
kind of
why
like-
you're clogging toilets, Keegan.
You bunch it up.
Oh,
you-
what?
Yeah, no, you just like take a handful and make it.
What?
Keegan,
Wait,
you're a Neanderthal. What the hell?
like a 10 square long strip, and then you
He just clumps it like
Am I the
stripper
only one that's
money.
curious to see who has the most Neanderthal DNA here?
How do we do that?
I kind of feel like it'd be Keegan.
Well, Noah,
know.
you know how much you and me have, right?
I can look it up right now.
Okay, Keegan hasn't finished his
Please
poop.
hold.
You need to finish your poop, Keegan.
So yeah, so I ball it up, I wipe a couple times, and then usually that's it, and I flush. But sometimes if it's like I look and there's still crap on the paper, oh, by the way, I reach down in between my legs,
Yep, back to front.
back to front.
Yeah.
But sometimes it doesn't work. I'll reach around and go front to back.
Sometimes it doesn't work out, and I have to resort to other strategies.
Yeah, but I think honestly that part is because my arms are short, and it is hard for me to reach the front from the back.
Okay, I guess
He
that makes
is-
sense.
Lengthily disabled.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that's fairly normal, right?
Yeah, that sounds normal.
Okay,
I mean, maybe
Levi.
not that much toilet paper.
Okay, if you bunch it all, you're just doing it wrong. Bunching it should not be part of your process.
Really?
It's kind of weird that you bunch.
Your process has to include some origami, and I mean, preferably the
Origami.
crane type. You know, I usually wipe with a crane, but that's just me.
Crane.
Crane.
Leave that praise
You know,
every
I
time
fold
he
it
gets
into a little
crap.
crane, and then I
Oh, I
And
see.
then-
No, I got you.
Yeah.
Okay. Wow.
So he said, if you wipe without praying,
Never.
Lord, please bless this toilet paper.
Okay, so Keegan's was normal besides the toilet paper. Noah's was just weird.
Well-
How do you do this, Levi?
Back
You
on the
want-
Neanderthal, it says that it says that I have less than 2%,
Mm-hmm.
but that is in the 12th percentile of people.
Oh, okay.
Wait, is the lower number bigger? Is the lower number better for that? Right?
12th percentile. I think. Yeah, I think
Yeah,
just
'cause
means
the
12%.
1 percentile is the best.
12th percentile.
So I'm in the 12th
1
percentile
percentile.
for Neanderthal DNA.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
So
And
I'm
we can
pretty-
assume that Seth is probably exactly the same.
Yeah, probably.
I'd imagine pretty close.
I.
That would be strange if Seth was like exponentially more like Neanderthal DNA than Noah.
But I
not
agree.
lucky,
I
I
think
guess.
Keegan probably has the most.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, Keegan, I distinctly remember like realizing Keegan had like a ton of hair on his back when he was like, or like we were
6.
going to like a pool or something. Yeah, like 6 years old. He had just an incredible amount of hair on his back.
no, my legs are so hairy.
It's
and I've been
gross.
chest
I
hair
don't,
since
I
was,
don't like.
10.
I don't like your legs.
No, but when you were 6, your back was like right there, so that was what I
Yeah.
saw.
No, my back was hairy.
You had so much fuzz
Mhm.
all over you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had a beard from when I was like 7.
This has nothing to do with poop. Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
sorry.
So I'll
So,
go.
poop.
Okay. Mine is. So you crap. Okay, you crap.
hmm
And I get 4 squares and fold those in half, okay? And then you just repeat.
So now you have rectangles?
Yes, you have rectangles. So you can get a long wipe, one long wipe. And
Wait,
then
What?
what do you mean? What?
Wait,
Makes sense.
are you taking 4 squares and folding it to where that it's the dimension of 1 square, but it's 4 thick?
No. It's
What?
2 by 1. So it's long.
So
That
it's
makes sense.
8 layers thick?
No.
2 layers thick. You fold it
But you're
once.
saying you're taking 4 squares.
4
Oh.
squares, fold it once.
Oh, a really long way.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
dang.
Then
Covers his
you
entire hand.
yeah, I wipe from like my palm to my fingertips.
Yeah.
Okay, then you do that till you're all clean, and it's back to front like Keegan, and that is it. That's the whole process.
I feel like that's the
don't-
most
I don't
reasonable so
like-
far.
I don't like your long wipes.
Why?
Really?
It seems like if you're like wiping with more area, then it seems like there's more room for it to get somewhere else in the process.
Mhm.
That's never happened. I've never gotten some crap on my balls. Okay.
Okay, because that's what I was
Never.
thinking.
That doesn't
Never.
happen. No.
Okay.
Okay, Levi, it's your turn.
Okay. So, you know how you have like a rubber band around my hand all the time?
Oh dear
Oh,
God,
no.
what's about to happen?
Yeah. So I take like, I don't know, like shoot 7, 8 squares. You run it down the length of your arm, then you strap it right around like at the base of your forearm. So the paper is going down your forearm and it kind of drapes over your fingertip. Then you reach down in between your legs and dip the end of the toilet paper in the water. Then when you slide back up, at the very end, you get like a nice little wet wipe at the very end, you know, to finish the job.
Oh God.
But with all the dry ahead of time.
Uh-huh.
And then you throw it in the trash. I always throw the toilet paper
Not
in
the
trash.
toilet. He puts it in the trash.
That's
Always
disgusting.
in the trash.
I think he's joking. You're joking, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Just making sure.
I thought you were about to put a rubber band on your balls.
Yeah, I thought you were too. Like to keep everything out of the way, you like rubber band it up.
Well, first, as everyone does, I bunch up my nuts to keep them out of the way. Fasten them to my penis.
I usually apply a condom.
So massive dingus doesn't touch the poop water.
Mm-mm. Mm.
No, I guess just back to front, from the front,
Mm-hmm.
with an average of 5 to 8 squares, folded once or twice.
Okay.
See, I do
it's that
back to
easy.
front from the back. I push.
He plows it.
I plow.
That is so freaking awful.
Push it out of there.
So I think we all agree Noah has the weirdest way of wiping.
I agree. Yeah,
Yeah.
I've
This
heard.
really weird part is that I give myself a little treat at the end.
Treat.
Moist
Do you do
out.
cold or warm water?
It's usually cold. I don't want it to
Okay.
get warm.
You just sit there with your pants around your ankles, waiting for the water.
No, sink in arm's reach. I don't get up.
Okay. I'm just imagining you
My sink is
getting
far
up
away from my
and
toilet.
waddling over to the sink.
Yeah.
with the toilet paper on your hand, and you sit there
Okay.
and let it warm up.
So I got a question. Do you put your pants at your knees or your ankles?
If I'm in a public
Ankles.
restroom, knees. If I'm in
Yeah.
my house, ankles.
I'm always ankles, no matter what.
Even if what if the bathroom floor is wet?
I've never tried.
Dear
I don't know.
God, that's
I've
disgusting.
never had that problem before.
You never
I
gone
don't-
into like a gas station restroom and it's like dirty mud pee water on the floor?
But like your
Yeah.
pants don't touch the ground though.
My pants don't touch the
They
ground.
like rest on your shoes. They don't touch.
Usually I
the
wear
Yeah.
boots too, so that kind of helps.
Oh. Weird. Okay.
ground. My
I feel
pants
like
don't touch the ground.
pulling your pants down around your knees is really hard to like.
Yeah, you can't spread your legs enough.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I have to spread my legs because my balls are freaking huge.
What? when you're bragging about girth, that's usually not the first thing you go to.
The
but-
balls.
Balls?
I guess if that's all you have, that's what you got to brag about.
Yeah, right.
Exactly.
I mean,
Yeah.
obviously that must be what the only thing he has to brag about, or else he would have said balls. I mean, dick. But the fact that he said balls just makes me believe that he's telling the truth.
For the audio listeners, I am castrated, but I still have my balls.
Yeah, he just has the nuts. He just has the nuts.
For the audio listeners,
Wait.
like we're showing your penis right now.
Go to YouTube if you
Only
want to see
YouTube.
Keegan's castration.
Only YouTube gets castration.
Good God. Okay, so I've heard of this other wiping method where you kind of stick your finger in your butthole and you scoop that stuff out
Yeah.
to like
With a
really.
spoon?
No, with the toilet paper.
Oh.
Like you go. Let's say one knuckle in. You go one knuckle in and you scoop.
I do believe knuckles is the proper
Why?
measurement of distance.
I don't know, because then there's no like. You're just cleaner, I guess, because you really got in there.
I feel like that's a writer thing to do.
Yeah, he definitely goes 2 knuckles though. He's going 2
Multiple
knuckles.
fingers.
And it's usually his thumb.
Yeah.
How on earth do you wipe with your thumb? You can't do that.
No, you could. It would be the nail end, the nail side though.
Yeah, you just wrap it around and go.
Oh.
Oh God. Well, we successfully wasted 16 minutes on one question, so let's move on to something else.
This is much more efficient than I thought.
So dumb. Okay.
That's what she said.
No.
Come on.
No.
That's a good one.
Efficient? Okay, what is an
Much more,
what
it's
is-
much, no, it's much more efficient than I thought.
what does efficient mean in that context?
Quick, like it was opposite.
Like he got her quick or she got him quick?
It was way more efficient. I don't
think
know.
both. You just do 2 pumps and you both come instantly.
Oh my God.
Does that? I think that's not the horse,
You
is
just
it? It's
drop
something.
trowel. You just drop trowel, and
Boom,
you go
boom.
towards them, and they're both just screaming like.
Okay, we're gonna stay on potty humor and move on to the next question,
Potty humor.
which is
Okay.
me and Keegan Ryder were talking about this the other day, but I want Noah and Levi's input. Okay, you're in a public restroom. Okay, you're
Okay.
already on edge because you're in a public restroom. You are.
Whoa, I sure hope not.
Nah. Okay. You're pushing. You're crapping. Okay. And someone bangs on the door. What do you say?
If it's a public restroom, like what kind of public restroom?
Like-
Restaurant
like-
or gas station?
Gas station / store.
Is this a one butt bathroom or is this a
Yes.
stall?
Nope. This is one butt.
Oh dear.
And
Hmm.
someone bangs on the door. What are you gonna say?
What's the
So-
lock like? Is it a bolt or is this just a door?
No, this
a
is one of those
knob lock?
really scary. You just twist the little tiny thing on the knob, and that's
Oh,
it.
shoot.
That's it.
Oh, I yell occupied then. If it's a bolt, I just
I'm the same way. If it's a bolt, I'm just gonna be silent.
Yeah, me too. It's like, good luck.
Have to be paid.
Yeah, they're not getting in. They're gonna have to wait. I'm not saying anything.
Yeah. If it's like I'm in Freddy's and there's this little tiny thing that you just get in if I wanted to, I'll be like, just a second or 1 minute.
Oh yeah.
See, if that happens to me, well, okay. So if they shake the handle, I don't say anything. But then if they bang, I'll just go, "Yup," and that's it.
You're right.
Yep.
Yup.
Yup.
I could not have told you what I would have said. I'm pretty sure I'd say something like that.
Yeah,
It's
because
like-
I don't want to
it's
say
like
more.
Knocking is a question. Is someone in there? And the answer
Yeah,
is
yeah.
yup. go
Yup.
away.
So I'll just say "yup," and then they walk away.
And then
That makes
leave.
sense. That makes sense.
I think that's the best option. I don't
That,
know.
that actually makes sense.
I'm either silent or I'm gonna say "yup." Those are the two things.
Or there's come in.
Dang it.
Or yes.
Yeah.
What's up? We should try having conversations with someone knocking.
What's the magic word?
Yeah, they knock. How are you today?
How are you
How was
doing?
work? It'll be just a second, but in the meantime. Well, I finish up.
Yeah. No.
Next time someone knocks, I'm gonna say, "I'm done."
That's even better. I usually avoid public restrooms to not deal with that, though.
I freaking love public restrooms.
What kind? Single butt or stalls?
Both.
What?
I
Why?
don't have to worry about. I mean, I'm still polite, but like,
Oh, no.
if I clog this toilet, who
Yeah,
cares?
yep.
If I splatter on the seat, I'll clean it up. But like, if I splatter everywhere, it's like.
Wait, what are you
it's not my
splattering?
problem.
Poop or pee?
Both.
Oh.
I don't want to be rude, but like, hey, it's not my toilet.
Yeah, no, that's true. I'm not going
It feels
to
good.
clean up nearly as well.
Nobody's gonna know it was me. You know, I mean, there's so many other people in
Exactly.
here.
Yeah, if I clog my own toilet, I mean, I'm gonna clean it up.
Yeah.
And also, people know like, oh, he clogged his toilet. But if I'm in a public restroom, it's like someone clogged the toilet.
Yeah.
No one will ever know.
Why are public restrooms
But
half
now
the
we
time
will.
they don't flush? Why don't they flush?
I don't know.
What keeps
Or
someone
like they have that,
from flushing?
like if it's not one of those industrial toilets, like it always just goes, you know, like it just kind of just like a little squirt of water into the, what do you call that
Okay.
down there? What is the bottom
Wa-
of the bowl called? The hole?
The hole. Yeah.
I feel like it has to have a better name because it's like not a hole, it's like sideways.
Why do some toilets, when you flush them, they just kind of like lightly spin and drain and like nothing happens? It like barely does anything.
I want to.
That's
Is
what
that
I
a-
was going for,
that
but I couldn't
broken
describe it.
toilet?
Thank you.
Or is that just a poorly
It's
made
an old
toilet?
toilet.
Is it just
Yeah,
a
it's
cheap
just an
toilet?
old
Or the
toilet.
ones,
Is it just
that you
old?
flush them and like this, you can still see the water as a shade. That means it didn't completely refresh. Like
Oh God.
it's still yellow. You know?
I like the ones
Yeah.
that it feels like it's gonna suck your intestines out of your ass.
Yeah.
It just
The ones
freaking.
where
I
like,
usually
you lean
sit there and like
forward.
wait for it. You know, I'm like,
Yeah.
oh geez, I'm at Costco. I'm
Airport
gonna
toilet.
stay here. You know.
I like it when you like lean forward and like the roaring rapids are like below you, and there's just it's just the full on
yeah.
like a vacuum.
It's kind of like a nice little airflow that gets going.
I
Yeah,
know.
like, geez, dude,
It
do I
dries
need
you
a
out.
life vest? I need
Yeah.
going down the rapids. It's crazy.
If your dick gets caught in that, you're gonna die.
You're just done.
Smack your head on the floor.
Oh. Oh.
I can see that being like a skit. Just a dude getting like sucked halfway down the toilet in a public bathroom.
Okay, in a public bathroom, have you
Right.
ever had your pee-pee touch the lid or the side?
No,
I know where you're gonna go where that was going.
No.
Be careful of that.
And if it does happen, are you gonna wash off?
Yes.
Nah.
But if it's like Fred
But how?
Myers, you
How?
can't wash.
Egan, tell me how are you going to do that?
If my penis touches like the toilet seat, I will grab toilet paper and like scrub.
Oh, a
What
dry
you gonna
scrub?
do?
Ow.
A dry
If it's
scrub?
dripping, but I don't like the feeling of it being cold. Like just the feeling of it touching the porcelain. It's like something
Ugh.
could have been there. That's
Ugh.
disgusting.
Ugh.
I need to make sure I'm clean a little bit.
I'm pretty sure dry toilet paper. Yeah, I think that's a scrape.
That's
I
not-
think you're scraping
You're
it off.
scraping the
That's not
germs
taking-
off your
that's not getting rid of
penis.
the HIV, Keegan. I'm sorry.
Whatever it takes though to get it off. I will scrape my penis off of my body.
Oh.
I don't care.
Okay. Well, I think we.
Bro, I just got my my tax refund, and guess how much it was?
$300.
No,
See, some of these are just too simple. Okay.
why are we talking about these questions when we should be talking about the important questions?
Well, I'm.
Like, Keegan and his small hands.
Keegan doesn't have small hands.
I mean,
Keegan has almost the same
They're
size
smaller
hands
than
as
mine.
me. I have tiny hands
Yeah.
though.
sure.
Yeah, my hands are.
Yeah,
so
you,
small.
you have little baby heads.
I have really small hands.
Yeah, look at my Discord profile picture.
What?
Your
Oh, yeah,
hand is
look-
as
see,
big
look,
as your
look
face.
how
You're
big
right.
that is.
What's that blue? That's weird. Never mind. It's a visual bit.
Okay, here we go.
What?
Here's one. You guys ready?
Yes.
Do you prefer to pee sitting or standing?
Standing.
What?
Standing
Okay,
unless
good.
I'm also pooping. In which case, I would rather sit.
A poo is always a pee, but a pee is not always a poo.
Ooh.
That's correct.
Have you ever
This
pooped
man-
and not peed too?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That's
Never mind.
impossible. How? That's impossible. It's like the same. It's the same like set of muscles. It's
What?
really
Well,
hard to release.
not if you
It's
pee
really
right
hard to
before.
release. It's really hard to release a number 2 without also releasing a number 1.
No, what if
And
you
that's
pee
just
in
the
the
fact.
woods and you're like, oh, I need to take a crap, and you go
Okay,
take a
well,
crap,
sure.
and you don't pee.
But what? That's just bad planning.
Yeah.
That's not. That's just really bad planning that you would pee in the woods and then be like, whoops, I guess I also need to crap. Now I need to find a public restroom.
Noah?
And by
What?
then you will have manufactured enough urine that now you have to pee again, at least a tiny little bit.
Not me.
What the frick?
It's impossible.
Noah, pee standing or sitting?
If it is a public place, then I stand. But if it is anywhere else, I sit.
Why?
Really?
Why?
Because it splashes no matter. Listen,
Okay, this man has never. You gotta aim for the perfect spot.
There's
There's a perfect spot to aim.
a spot when you're 6'4". It's too high up there. All right, it gains a lot of velocity. I have tried everything. It will splash at least a little bit, no matter where I aim. All right.
Especially 'cause-
Well, that's because you're standing straight up and down, and you're just like peeing right above the toilet. You've got to lean onto the wall.
No,
Lean?
You gotta lean up
Did
to
you
the
say
wall
you
behind
lean?
it.
you have to
Yeah, you
lean,
lean up.
squat, and do kegels at the same time. No, I'm not doing
You-
that shit. I'm freezing, you
Kegels.
moron. I'm not doing all
You
that
lean on the
nonsense.
wall.
You do not
lean on the wall.
lean.
It
I'm
brings you a
against
little
this.
bit lower.
No, I
You
don't.
brings you a
I
little bit
don't.
lower, and then you aim for right in between the water and the wall of and the edge of the toilet.
Okay, well, what if your
So
toilet
that
has
you
a
don't
lot of
make a
water?
splash noise. You don't make a splash noise. Then you aim for the front of the toilet where there's a lot of space.
Earth, would you take the effort to lean and aim so precisely when you can just sit?
Why would you take the effort to sit when you could just lean?
Because it's one motion. You don't have to continue to use muscles as you sit. I don't want to do
You
it.
literally have to move like 4 feet to get down there, Noah. I just lean 2 feet.
I don't lean.
Max.
I don't know what this leaning stuff is.
Listen, dude.
What is this
Listen.
leaning?
The question that people ask is, do you stand or sit? It's not, do you stand, sit, or lean against the wall? All right, you're the weird one here. It's not even in the question.
Sometimes
Dude,
I'll
you
bend
lean
my
against
knees.
the wall. You lean against the wall and you can like rest your head on it like you just had a terrible day at work or in like
Sometimes
you know,
if
like-
it's splashing too much, I will bend my knees and bring it down lower.
yeah.
As well, if it's a public bathroom, and I don't want public bathroom water on me, so you gotta do a squat.
You ever leave like after a urinal and you realize you have like just like I don't know if it's pee or just water splattered on your like thighs, the front of your thighs. Look next
Usually,
time. It happens every time at a urinal.
it used to happen to me in like high school, and then now I'll pee and then I'll wait for another 10 seconds and a little bit more come, and then it's done. I never get that.
Huh. Do you guys
I
toothpaste
just hear a
squeeze
word
or
you just
shake?
said. What? Toothpaste squeeze?
Yeah,
No.
do you toothpaste squeeze or shake?
You better believe I
I
toothpaste.
toothpaste squeeze every time I pee. Every
The shake.
single time.
I
because
take my
It's a light
fingers.
shake.
you get like a drip when you shake, and then you get a drip when you toothpaste squeeze, and there's some in there.
Toothpaste squeeze. I hate that.
No, you get like your pointer middle finger on the bottom, okay, where the tube is, and then you squeeze up. And it gets the
I
dribbles.
hold it like a cigarette, you know, like
Well,
between
yeah,
like your
yeah,
pointer
yeah.
finger
No, I
and
do
middle finger,
too.
and then I shake.
Oh. What if it shakes like onto the wall or something?
No, yeah, you just got to do like a light
I
little
usually
like,
pee outside.
wiggle. You got to do a wiggle.
A
you know?
wiggle. Okay. All right.
I don't use my hands. I just shake my body
Ah!
wildly.
Ah!
I just helicopter the piss off.
Oh. Do you guys ever rush pee and then you pull your pants up and you were like, wow, there was quite a bit more left in there, and then it just drains?
Uh huh.
Yeah. Okay, good.
Yeah, but I mean, what are you gonna do?
What are you gonna do about it? You know.
As long as it's not enough that it comes around through the under your pants, then you're fine.
Oh God.
You know?
Yeah. No, I guess.
Yeah. That would be embarrassing though. Like just
Not if
there's
you
no
own it.
explaining
If you own it, it's not embarrassing.
Okay, yeah, good point.
If you own it
But
like you just
also-
jizzed your pants, then you're just really cool.
Yeah. Okay, am I the only one that ever thinks about this? Noah and Seth, you probably have thought about this. Because I work around people that are very short. So I'm
Mhm.
like, you got to know that like your pants, your legs are going to be a lot more visible to people than your upper body. So I feel like, I don't know, like I feel like the way I stand and like whether or not my shirt is like tucked in one place
Mhm.
matters, and I like always like make sure my shirt is pulled down because my legs are so much more visible than like Keegan's. You know, I've never seen Keegan's legs while he's standing.
What?
They're just not there. You know, they're way down there. It doesn't matter.
I mean,
But I feel
I don't look at Keegan's legs. Wait, okay, so when you look at Keegan, where are you looking?
His shoulders.
His shoulders?
I never make eye contact. I just look at his shoulders.
Is Keegan
You're
still? Are
scared.
you still here, Keegan?
Yeah,
You better not be like beating off in my bed right now.
I'm not. I promise.
Ah.
He's legs all the time. Because his legs have such a pronounced taper to them because he says they're so short.
Yeah.
They're like freaking drumsticks.
If
They're my
we
arms.
if we had to eat someone, I bet Keegan would be so good.
He's got meat chicken legs.
Yeah, I
He'd
feel
be
like
tough.
really.
He'd be tough.
I think he'd be like a good wagyu.
All that Neanderthal DNA.
He'd be a good wagyu beef, like perfectly marbled.
No, Seth,
No,
you'd be
because
the
I
best
don't
to
get
eat. I feel like
massaged or
you'd be the
anything.
most
It's just
supple.
like
Mm.
I agree with Seth. I think yours is the most relaxed, tender. I
Ugh.
think mine is more like hardy.
Okay.
You know,
Gamey. You'd be
Yeah.
gamey.
I'd be gaming
Yeah.
probably. Yeah.
All right. All right.
And all stringy and gristly.
Oh. Like no matter. Oh. Oh. Oh.
For some reason there's just like tendons and cartilage in my muscles everywhere
Mm.
for no reason. It's all gristle.
Okay.
You've ever be like one of those chicken wings that you eat it and you're like, I wish there was more meat on it. And now it's just bone.
Yeah. There you go.
Mhm.
All right. You guys want to move away from potty humor?
Yeah.
That sounds like a good idea.
All right.
Let's get into religion and politics.
Nope.
Oh, okay.
Probably not. Maybe later. We could do a whole podcast on that. That's what we'll do. But we'll only post it to YouTube where no one listens or watches.
Or Patreon. And you have to pay $100
Yeah,
and
there
watch
you
it.
go. Yeah, that's a good
And
idea.
you get to hear our absolutely valuable political opinions.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
I guess this kind of goes away from potty humor, but it's still not clean. Do you guys want clean or not?
I don't care.
Okay,
I don't know.
then we're gonna go clean. All right. I know
Oh.
we've all hopped around a lot in our lives, okay, on what we game on. All right. So I want to know where you used to stand and where you stand now and why. Xbox or PlayStation?
Mm.
I own an Xbox, but I want a PlayStation.
Okay.
And I don't like Xbox.
'Cause for
and I
me,
prefer PlayStation.
When we were all younger, the 360 was the best console, right? It was the best one.
Absolutely.
yeah.
PS3 can suck
Yeah.
a dick. It was trash.
Yeah.
So back then, 360 all the way. But once the next gen came out, the Xbox One is the most atrocious console I've ever owned in my life.
It is.
I completely agree.
It's
So bad.
so
I
pretty
don't know
bad.
what the hell is wrong with that thing.
It just doesn't work.
It's
The
just
360 is the best party console
Our
ever.
360 runs better than our Xbox One.
Yeah.
for real.
Plus,
Yeah.
you can system link them, and you can get like 16 players
Yes,
and stuff.
it's just better.
Mm-hmm.
Great.
And
The
then
360 is like a freaking workhorse of a console, and
Yeah.
then that the Xbox One is like an overbred racehorse that does like one race and then its legs break and then it never works again.
what the hell was that analogy?
I don't know, man. I just when I thought for some
It's
reason
like
I immediately
it's
thought that the
Xbox
360 was like a mule or just a really
the
tough
Xbox
donkey.
360. The Xbox 360 is like a grandma that makes like a really good like over and over can make really good batches of cookies, and
Yeah.
they're like delicious and chewy. But then the Xbox One is like a grandma that makes a gourmet cookie and then dies.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, totally. And
Exactly.
then
That's what it
PS4 is just great. It's a wonderful
The
console.
PS4 is great. I love
Yeah.
it.
And then the PS5 is literally just the PS4 but better. So I haven't played
I
on
wouldn't know.
Ryder's console. I don't know what
haven't
that's like.
heard anything from the new Xbox. I don't know a damn thing about. I don't know a single person that owns one.
Me neither. Yeah.
What's the new Xbox?
Ryder's got
The
one.
tower one? No, he got the cheaper version.
No,
but
he got the S.
Yeah.
That's like
I legit
Oh,
don't
no,
know
the
what it's
X.
called.
the X.
the X.
It's
Yeah.
the same thing, though.
X.
It's got the same processing
It's
power
the
and
fridge,
everything.
right?
It's just,
Is
it
the
doesn't take
fridge
disk.
the refrigerator is the newest one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
The
Ryder's
mini
is
fridge that
literally
heats
the
up your
same
drinks
hardware,
instead
though.
of cools them
It's just-
down.
It has less storage and no disk.
I'm pretty sure it has less teraflops though.
I don't think it does. But maybe
Here,
it
we're
does.
gonna Google it. Difference
Teraflops
between
Like a fake thing.
Xbox Series S and X. All right, let's see here. Because that's such a big price drop off. There's got to be something different.
Yeah.
12 teraflops on X, 4 teraflops, 4 teraflops on S. X can go to 4K, S can only go to 2K. X has a Blu-ray drive, S doesn't, and that's it. So it's got less flops
It's a
and
crap.
lower resolution, basically.
What does a flop do?
It's like RAM, but for consoles. I don't know why it's called that.
James, knock it off. She's trying to take my sock right off my foot.
But Ryder's shown me like clips of him playing games, and it looks really smooth. So I'm sure it's.
It is really smooth.
Yeah.
Like, I haven't played the Series X.
Yeah.
Or whatever, but I like his console.
And his is so small and portable, you can take it anywhere.
Yeah, it's nice.
Mm-hmm.
But like, if I
But
could
you
only
do
ever
you
have,
need an external hard drive. That's the thing.
What were you gonna say, Noel?
if I could only ever have one, I'd always go with PlayStation.
I'd go with PC.
No, that's the thing. 'Cause the exclusives on PlayStation are really good. I
But-
love
but
them.
Xbox
Like, some
has
of my
Halo.
favorite games are like only. I don't give a crap about Halo though.
I don't like
I've
anybody.
only ever played Halo at like people's houses. That's kind of it.
Yeah,
I
have zero
was
experience with
never-
Halo.
I never did Halo, but like all the exclusives on the PlayStation are so great, and then everything else I just get on my computer.
Yeah. Oh, well then, we did that. Oh,
We did do that.
oh. Plus just the nostalgia of the 360, you know.
Yeah, I love it.
Me and Levi had a survival world on Minecraft, and we really sucked.
Mhm.
And all we did was kind of just build cakes for some reason, but
I remember that.
it was fun.
That was the point of Minecraft, was building cakes.
Yeah,
like,
it was.
If you can't beat the game,
You
like
just
if
build
you're a kid that don't,
cakes.
you make cakes, because that's like, think about it. It's like, it's a really hard thing to make.
Yeah.
Because you need to be able, you have to like get a cow, and you have to get chickens and trap them.
Yeah.
And then you have to get wheat and everything. Yeah.
It's a
It's the
grind
final
item.
boss.
It's the final boss
boss.
for 12-year-olds is making cake. All right.
Then you can go
We're going to go from 0
Eat
to 100.
dinner.
I know we've all talked to each other personally about this, but we need to put it onto audio files throughout the internet.
Well, we'll see about that.
Tits or ass.
Oh.
Yes.
We have a 50-50 here because I know Noah is ass. I know Levi is tits. I'm tits, and
Mhm.
Keegan is ass. So,
I don't give a crap about tips.
well, oh, that's a mean joke.
But
I won't say
and asses do, Keegan? Asses give craps? Okay.
that. I mean, yeah. Let's just say equal, but I don't think Keegan agrees that they're equal.
No, I disagree that they're equal. I'd go I'd go 90% ass,
Oh my
10% tits.
gosh, what?
Whoa.
Yeah.
That could just be a dump truck dude, though.
That's disgusting.
That could just be a guy with a thick ass.
Have you seen that video of the news reporter and that guy walks by with
Yes,
the big ass?
he's so thick.
That video, I love that video
I
so much.
can't
It's so
believe
funny.
how big his
Okay,
butt
now
is.
this is the real question. This
Is
is the
all
real
of
question.
that real?
This is the real question.
Yeah.
If you had to have a giant ass or giant tits, what would you choose
Tits
for
to
your
play
daily
with.
life?
To play with.
Like, think about daily life stuff. Okay, think
Just
about it.
giant.
Are we talking just like a nice butt? Or are we talking like
dumpy?
you just have
Like,
you just
Dumpy.
got
no,
like
I'm
a
talking
freaking
I'm talking like Sunday school teacher. You know,
Oh
like
my
Ooh.
you know what I'm talking about.
Ah.
Like the older women that have like they're like
Like
a
4 feet
baby
4
could sit
feet
on it.
wide.
Ah.
4 feet wide. Yeah,
Like, it's
yeah,
not
yeah.
just, like, big. It's, like, wide.
like their bone structure is scary.
Oh.
Yeah,
Oh.
like that.
Well, what about the
Either
tits?
that, but
So
either
like
that
you
or
can't sit on an airplane seat because the
yeah, you take
armrests are
two.
too skinny.
You
Yeah,
have
it's
to
like
take
2
two.
seats.
I would
Those
never
bastards are
want
way too
that.
skinny.
No, I'm going tits all the way. But how big are the
What,
how big
how
are the
big are the
tits?
tits?
They're not saggy, but they reach down to your belly button.
Oh,
What?
that's like quadruple D's, man.
I'd
Well,
go
these
ass.
nuts.
No. Still, I'm going tits.
I'd go ass just because, like, you see old guys who have big butts, but you never see old guys who just have massive, you know.
I think it's funnier to see an old man with just these big voluptuous boobies, you know?
I'd be grossed out. If I saw a guy with a big butt, I'd just be like, that guy's got fat, you know?
That guy's got some cake.
Yeah.
This is stupid.
Cake is such a great word. It's such a great word for that.
It doesn't even make any sense.
No,
Cake?
only for men. It's fun. It's funnier to say that a man like it's why is it funnier to say that
Yeah.
a man like as an insult or like as a joke to say that a guy has cake?
No, saying a
that's
girl
funny.
has cake, that's creepy.
Yeah,
That's a
you
little
don't- You don't
weird.
say that. Can
But
you
saying a guy has
say
cake is like
the
it's kind of funny.
Sunday school teacher has cake?
No,
No? Okay.
unless
You know,
she actually
now
does.
that you
'Cause
say
then
that,
that
I've-
sounds good. I
I've
could go for some cake
never-
right now.
I couldn't tell you the last time I ever heard someone refer to a female as having cake. Like, it doesn't happen.
No, yeah, it's only guys.
Dudes.
Kind of makes
It's
me
always as a
uncomfortable.
joke.
Or you can use it as an adjective and say that somebody is caked with an ed.
Yeah.
That's a little more disturbing. Caked,
Mhm.
dude.
Cake
That guy's caked.
in caked.
What are you trying to say?
Caked in caked.
Cake in what? They're cake. Because that's what. Because like cake actually means something.
Like to be caked in something.
Yeah.
Like to be covered in it. Like to be.
Have you ever been caked in something?
Yes.
What?
We were doing that Mr. Messy. You remember that Mr. Messy thing?
Oh, yeah.
And I was covered in pudding and flour.
That was so hot.
I was covered in pudding and flour, and they made me stand outside in like freezing temperatures.
Yeah, that was awful.
And it was terrible. And I was caked in pudding and flour, which then just turns into like a
paste.
laminate. Yeah, a laminate paste on your skin. Yeah, it's no bueno.
That was gross.
It was gross.
Okay.
I'd like to return to the original question.
Yep.
Tits or ass?
So I think that I'd probably be like, I wouldn't say 70-30, I'd probably like 65-35 in favor of ass. Because like, so Keegan, when a lady's just got like some real nicely proportioned, just some real nice honkers, that just doesn't do nothing for you.
I mean, it
Nothing.
does, but it's like if there's no butt there, it's like I really don't care.
Okay, if there's no butt and only tits, that's bad. I don't like that.
Yeah.
There has to be
Yeah, I
equal
feel like
or nice butt,
Yeah.
big tits.
Yeah.
nice, but the fact that you said that, I think you gotta be team ass.
No,
Yeah.
no,
No.
no,
No.
no, absolutely
No.
not. Never. No.
Mm-mm. Not
See,
gonna happen.
hear me out. Everyone has an ass,
That
but
is true.
only women have breasts.
No, but not. I can't think of a single dude who's like, that is a nice ass. You know, there's ass and there's like ass.
Ass and ass.
Ass.
Mm.
Okay, so let's go back to when we were single, Keegan, okay? And a flaming hot woman walks by. Are you gonna
I would
look at
call
her?
the police
Are you?
because she's about to. she's about to suffer some third-degree burns.
Not to objectify women or anything, but I'm going to. Are you gonna look at her when she's walking towards you, or are you gonna look back when she's past you?
Ooh. Well, of course you're gonna look back because it's really like you can't just like stare them down. As you-
Honestly, I never did that. Like, if I'm being serious, that's just kind of creepy.
Plus,
No, yeah.
where we live, you
But-
can't do that. But let's say
They're all gross.
you're in like, California, okay?
You never turn around, but you look from across the way.
From the other side of the aisle, you look.
Yeah, but you can't like you don't like whip around like you know.
You just pop
Like,
a
that's
360.
a little creepy.
Boom. Yeah. That's
Hey,
fair.
guys,
Yeah.
I gotta go, but I think before I go, Annika should answer the question.
Tits or ass?
Get your ass.
I think we already asked her that.
What'd you say?
I think she said ass.
He's right here.
Annika?
Get your ass.
Annika? Annika?
Monica?
Seth
Annika?
is whispering right there.
Monica?
What did he say?
He's saying Annika?
What did you think I said earlier?
Where's A?
Ass.
That's correct.
Seth said, or Annika said ass.
It would be kind of strange if she said tits though. That would
It
be,
really
that would be
would.
a
It
little
would be
weird.
really weird.
Input on this. Ayla,
If you said this.
come! We have a very important question for you. Come here. Okay, the boys want to know. Okay, so we got a 50-50 going on.
Okay.
So Keegan and Noah are ass, okay?
Don't tell her
Me
what Annika is.
Me and Levi are tits. What are you? What are you?
Why do you want to know?
Because we need a deal breaker, tiebreaker. Okay.
What did
You
you say?
say-
Levi, we're in the lead.
No, that's
What did she
32.
say?
She said tits.
Yeah, that's half and half.
Split right down the
Damn
middle
it!
because Annika said ass.
Damn it! It's still 50-50 because Annika decided the other one. Damn it! It's fine.
Yes, we need to call.
Nobody wins. It's
We
fine.
need
All
to
right,
call
right
Doug.
now.
No, call
No, we
Doug
need to call-
Hodges. Call your
Call
dad.
my dad?
No,
Yeah.
unfair.
No, because
unfair.
I know where he lies.
You do?
My
Where?
dad's a booby man all the way, just like me.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, then yeah.
Yeah.
Call Levi's dad. Call Levi's dad.
Ew, no, I don't want
I think
Don't
we
do
should
that.
call your sister, Keegan.
to.
Call my sister.
Bro, she's like 12.
All right, well, we're gonna end the podcast now. We got over an hour, guys. Look at us.
For the listeners, he also has a sister that's like 23 or something. I don't know.
Okay, are we gonna say our tagline?
They-
I don't remember the tag.
Levi, you say the tagline.
Stay hard, my boners.
Stay hard, my boners. Okay, we're
Stay
gonna do this once a week,
hard
okay? We're all
and
gonna
live
stick to
on.
once a week, okay?
Absolutely.
We can do it. It's easier.
Can we
over
can
Discord.
we do Thursday nights instead?
Yes, please.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
free that
Oh
night.
Yeah, we
my
can.
word!
Oh yeah, happy 420, guys. Ha ha ha.
Oh, yeah.
Ha ha ha
funny.
ha ha. Okay.
My
'Cause we all
420
smoke
ended
pot.
51 minutes ago.
Yeah. Oh.
I'm so sorry.
Okay.
Yeah.
Bye,
We're
everybody.
so